I have been gone so long. I'm finally here. And why have I been gone so long? Mercury is retrograde. Let me kind of back up and tell you a story about that. Long time ago, I did an astrology reading from this fabulous lady, Carol Allen, who's a Vedic astrologer and has a wonderful website called Love is in the Stars. And if you're looking for love, go see Carol at loveisinthestars.com. Carol told me, since my chart, my astrological chart, which is different from the normal chart you see. If you want to know more, I'll talk to you more in another issue of this, but another session of this. But Carol told me that my chart was ruled by Mercury and Mercury was retrograde. So I better watch out. So as the beginning of my speaking career, this is quite a few years ago, maybe 20, I can't remember. You know, when you get as old as I am, you forget. So when I did, she told me I better watch out. I was starting my speaking career. I ended up flying to Canada and I double checked everything. She told me I better double check everything before I go. And when I did, everything was checked, the hotel checked, everything checked. So I get to Canada and they lost my bag. They lost my bag. And I was being honored by the dietitians of Canada at a dinner that night. Had to go in my jeans. Screamed and yelled at the airline forever. They finally delivered my bag around 11:30 at night, so I had a nice suit for this very prestigious panel I was supposed to be on the next day. So when I spoke after that, I was took a carry on, a two-suiter. That was it. That was the end. So lately, this is what Mercury is retrograde. It's retrograde to the third. And what happens when Mercury is retrograde? Basically, all electronics go out or go haywire. You go haywire or I go haywire. So lately, I'm going haywire again. If you notice, I have a cold, partly haywire. Obviously, lots of stuff going on besides the fact that, I had my electronics go out an hour, 2 hours before a talk I was supposed to give. I canceled it, but people showed up anyway, which was great because magically the electrical stuff came on 10 minutes before my talk, which kind of shook me up, but it left me okay. So why am I talking to you about Mercury and Mercury retrograde? Well, a lot of things can throw you off. And if you want to start a conversation with me about that, I would love that, because my new Good Gut show and Good Gut tips are all about conversation. So obviously I threw my whole system off, which threw my gut off, which threw my nose off. So I ended up with a cold at the end of the week last week, and I'm still getting through it. No, I don't have COVID. Tested negative. I have to test every week as a healthcare professional. But I'm asking you, are you feeling like Mercury is retrograde for you lately? Are you feeling like nothing's going right and you're disconnected, not only electronically, but from the world? Are you feeling like your gut is just not working? You're feeling like your gut feelings are gone bananas? Well, you know what? Let's all blame it on Mercury. But in a way, we have to get to a place where we're willing to get away from that and find a peaceful place where we can breathe. And that's what I started doing. So I started doing, my gut tip for the day is practice some meditation, mindfulness, or just sitting with yourself. Um, I did this for 10 minutes this morning. Was in a mastermind and she made me do it. My mastermind person made me do it, which was great because now I feel terrific. Still dripping, but on the mend. Uh, either that, if you can't sit, why don't you just do this? Go drive your car, find some place in nature and just sit for a while there, or just go out in the backyard. Just find some time for you. Your gut will be happy for you. You won't be so crazy, even though Mercury is making you crazy. And perhaps you will find a way to find some peace, and your gut will be very happy that you have. Anyway, love to hear your thoughts on this. Dietitian Jill signing off. I'm going to start doing just a bunch of conversations because I want you to come in and have a conversation with me. Okay, so that's going to be my big deal. So I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I'm going to do it. All right, Dietitian Jill signing off. I will talk to you tomorrow.